For the longest time, I saw it as a simple mistake. But now, I'm not so sure. Maybe I am the one who was mistaken. Dara is my best friend. 4 years ago, after coming to my house, he left this tin of Vaseline behind. We were recording that day. Unfortunately, I don't have the original footage. Just this strange video for my second channel.
I can tell you your future, boy. Boy.
Every single week, I went to Scouts with him. And every single time, I would return home to realize that yet again, I forgot to return the Vaseline he had left behind. Until January 2020, 1 year ago, we were meeting up to watch Cats in the cinema, and I finally remembered the Vaseline.
From Dara's past and my past.
It better not be what I think it is.
Here it is.
Oh, I gave this to Liam 3 years ago.
Well, you left it at my house.
I gave it to Liam.
I was relieved. After all this time, the Vaseline made its way back to its rightful owner. It was over. Or so I thought. 2 months later, I was over at Dara's student accommodation, this time just to hang out. That evening, I caught Dara attempting to sneak his Vaseline back into my bag. On the morning of Leap Day, while I was using his bathroom, his second attempt didn't fail. I went about my whole day not knowing that the Vaseline had been put back into my hands. The wrong hands. Days later, when I discovered the tin, I decided this meant war. The exchange was open and honest up until Dara's recent use of sneaky tactics. Now, I had to get him back, and back harder. Some months passed, and we were in a lockdown. Dara had returned to his family home, closer to where I live, but not close enough that I was allowed there under the national restrictions. This only allowed me the time and the opportunity to perfect my plan. Currently, the limit is a 5-kilometer radius. Bruh. It will be lifted to about 20 kilometers in June. So I'm thinking the first day of the easing of restrictions, I cycle out and I leave the Vaseline like under a bush or something. Then the next day, he comes over or I come over and we all hang out. It would work a lot better though if he came over to my house, cause then like there's an extra layer of bamboozlement. I'll go on Discord the day after we hang out and I'll get a bunch of people in, hopefully, to react to me like instructing Dara to walk out and like check under this bush and see what's there and shit. That'll be fucking fun, dude. I'm waking up at 5 a.m. I'm hoping to get there before 7 a.m. anyway. Hopefully no one's waking up, going outside, doing anything at 7 a.m. in the Dara household.
So unfortunately, I woke up a fair bit later and a fair bit more tired than I anticipated. But I'm still gonna go ahead. It's 9 a.m. and I'm gonna see if I can get up and get ready and get this done in a very sneaky kind of way. Cue the sneaky music.
So I made it to Dara's area. Now all that's left to do is go to his house and plant the ting. Should do it. Dara just posted like 5 minutes ago in his Discord. So that means he must have either woke up recently or only just posted, which I mean, it could mean one or both. Maybe he was asleep when I did it. Anyway, I didn't go actually out in front of the house though. That would have been the most risky thing to do. So Dara, are you able to turn on your phone camera for your camera that's facing outward? Let me see. There we go. There, we've got him. We've got it.
We got him, boys.
What have we got?
Okay, Dara, I want you to get up. I want you to get up from your seat. Alright, I want you to turn about 180 degrees. And I want you to exit your room. Alright, now I want you to go down your stairs.
What's going on?
Let's do what the man says.
Okay, your door's open. Perfect. Okay, I want you to exit the house. Okay, I want you to exit the house. Okay. See that hedge? You see that long hedge?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to walk down to the very end of that hedge by the path.
Alright, put you in my pocket though.
No, don't put me in your pocket. So sexy.
Oh? Dara?
Bruh.
Alright, okay, this is a bit... Are you on data now or something? Or are you just on slow Wi-Fi?
Data.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Though Dara's rural internet put his video at a frame per second, I had to push on.
What is needed?
What is needed? Okay, Dara, I want you to look at the base, at the very bottom of this end of this hedge. I want you to get real close to it. I want you to get real close to the bottom of that. For me. And show me what's there.
Yeah, I'm there. You fucking monster. When the fuck were you doing?
Oh, that's good. That's good. Love Vaseline.
When did you do that?
So this morning I cycled up. I cycled all the way up to your house to put it
To
there.
my home.
Yes.
That's so fair!
You're no longer safe.
You're coming here tomorrow!
Yes, this is why I executed the reveal on the same day. I was joining Dara camping the next day. If I waited, the blow would have been softened, as I might as well have put it there when I visited Dara.
How do I top this?
I felt safe while camping the next day, because Dara showed me the Vaseline while I was at his house. I let my guard down, but it was out of my control either way.
Based on the way you were speaking to me, I was not expecting for you to get me back so quickly.
It's not staying in my home. Okay,
So-
Lee, would you like to tell your story?
My story.
Yeah, on how you have come to have it now.
So I went to Dara's house yesterday for camping. Dara showed me the Vaseline tin. He took it out and he showed me it. I was thinking of cleaning my bed sheets because coming back from camping, I'm showered and all that. Now is the time to do it. So I moved my blanket up so I can take off the blue guy, which I haven't done yet, as you can see. You know, I had my headphones in, listened to Game Grumps. I take off the pillow, and there it is on my body pillow, which I use to raise myself so that I do not throw up in my mouth.
Sorry, that got very extreme.
That came out of nowhere.
And it was there. And I opened it up. You know, I was looking, okay, it's scratched. It's got dents in the Vaseline. It's probably the one. I was just making sure that it wasn't like a duplicate,
No.
duplicate glitch.
It wasn't, I didn't do a duplication glitch.
Yeah.
We should actually
And
mark
plus-
it so that we know.
Okay, but how exactly did he manage to get it done?
I remember coming out for the next guest or one of the next guests, and I saw my mom leaving at that time. And that was after the last time that I saw you with the Vaseline. So I'm going to guess that in that time, the things were explained to my mom and it was given to my mom. That's my final guess.
Alright, I had to run inside and do something. I was thinking the whole time, how am I getting this in his home? Like, I know that I have to get it under his pillow. I was like, can I just explain to his mom and just be like, yo, emo. And then I remembered, your mom wasn't the only person there.
Oh?
So, Deirdre was with Emma, and I really quickly ran over and was like, here, quick, take this, put it under Liam's pillow, don't tell him, top secret mission.
I forgot my sister was there.
She was playing with Emma, and I was like, oh shit, perfect. Okay, here you go. Go,
I
quick.
forgot my sister was there because I just didn't see her. Like, I didn't see her leaving or anything. Wow.
When I did it, I was like, oh my god, I have to just have a convenient excuse as to why I do not have the Vaseline. I was like, oh, it's in my room. I don't want to fucking walk upstairs and get it. I'm late. But no, that whole time it was en route to your house. And by the time we were camping, it was under the pillow. I was really hoping that you wouldn't see it until we got on Discord, and I was like, oh damn, man, sexy pillow. And then I don't know, somehow I'd get you over there.
That would have been cool. What if I just never noticed until I lay down to sleep?
That would have also been really funny.
While his comeback was quick, I too got straight back to mischief.
They changed the design since 3 years ago. That guy's curved rather than straight. The blue to white there.
But I couldn't just assume that all the tins with the old design were gone.
Perhaps in some places they're still doing the old design, or perhaps that's just what they have on their website and they never updated that icon.
I came back from the shop with
one of these,
which was the new design, unlike what I'd hoped.
The reason I didn't decide to look for the old design was because there's actually an even newer design, and this was at the bottom of the bowl. This was the only one with this design.
I then discovered the design wasn't the only difference.
It's a lot more gray, rather than the kind of slightly yellowy greeny tinge on the other one.
For my next big plan, I wanted to plant the original Vaseline somewhere in Dara's room, perhaps by giving it to his brother. I also wanted to incorporate what I didn't manage to include in my previous plan, to have Dara visit me and then return home before the reveal. The fake Vaseline tin was not originally involved in the idea.
I'm trying to debate what I think would be more mysterious. To show him the Vaseline until the very last moment when he's in my house, or to not show it to him at all the entire time he's at my house. So effectively I might not actually end up using this guy at all, but it's good to have him.
Pretty soon, I heard that Dara was going to be out of the house for at least a night.
Oh, yeah, Jordan's doing a camp thing tomorrow.
This was perfect. Before he went, I asked if he wanted to come over after he got back. He agreed, but he seemed to know something was up.
I forgot last time, Liam, and now I'm not going to forget again. Constant vigilance.
It's so weird. Things sort of fell into place really, really nicely for me because I saw a podcast where people discussed the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but first I wanted to watch the trilogy. I recall Dara suggesting something about watching it all in one sitting or something like that. So that's my reason for having the sleepover with him. I was able to use that to mask the true reason why I was asking how long he was going to be gone. Dara asked my sister to put the Vaseline under my pillow, so I'm going to ask his brother if he can do a similar thing for me. So Dara's brother wasn't online, and I tried contacting his mom. However, I put that off for a number of hours, and it is now 10 p.m. And I just tried to... I should have done it earlier, but... God, you know me, right? So I'm in to win. Tomorrow, Dara's not in the house. I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna plant the Vaseline myself instead of his brother. I was initially gonna use his brother, but then I just contacted his mom and said, hey, can I do it? And she's like, no problem. It's a lovely, bright, overcast morning, and I'm ready to go. In the room, and now I have to decide where I'm gonna put it. I could put it in one of these tins, I could put it in one of these tins. I like that he's labeled it so that I can figure out where's the good one, so I can ask him to open up like, hey Dara, can you show me like some of your best cards, like World Championship cards 2011? I don't know. Oh shit, there's the Irish Diamond Begin book. That's funny. Unsorted rare cards. I'm gonna go for that one because it's rare cards. I can ask him, can you show me some rare cards?
because I remember asking him if he still has his collection of Pokemon cards, just to make sure that he still has them for me to be able to do this. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Oh, they're all in like little sleeve things. Okay, that's cool. Oh, 10 minutes. He's coming home in 10 minutes? Oh my god, okay. Alright, I gotta be quick then. Jesus, okay. Stick it in there. Ta-da. Okay, I gotta go now because I've just been told he's coming home in 10 minutes. I didn't anticipate this, but I better head now. He's here. I've been sneaked out the back because he's here. He arrived back home. I didn't anticipate this based on what he was saying. I'm told I'll be given a shout when he's like inside and in the sitting room. Shit. If someone went to the bathroom and looked out the window and saw me, actually, that'd be pretty funny. That'd be fucking crazy. Oh, thank you. Okay, there's my bike. All right. I'll see you soon. Oh my god, that's the sitting room. Are you kidding me? Bro, better not get seen. All right. See y'all. I rode home super fast from the adrenaline boost. Later in the week, we sat through the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy at my place. God, it was long. God, I was tired. The Vaseline was not mentioned nor relevant the entire time, which I see as a success. Tomorrow, the stinger is coming, hopefully. The next day, Dara was already in a voice chat with James, organizing a get-together for next month. I'd like to point out that Ireland's COVID numbers at the time of discussion had been brought down to around 5 to 15 cases daily. Anyway, I hopped on the voice channel and I DM'd James asking him to improvise a natural way to get Dara to open up his Pokemon tins.
Do you have much rare ones left?
Oh yeah, I've got fucking, I've got tins of...
Like, well, what's a rare Pokemon card? Like a Charizard? Like, do they have like holographics on them or anything?
Yeah,
or
here, look, one sec.
Show us.
This folder is 3x3 of cards.
Yeah.
These ones are secret rares. They're rainbow colored. People love those ones because they're gay.
I didn't realize that it would take so long before we got to the tins, but I was surprised at how interested I became in Dara's Pokemon tour.
Well, are they like the metal tin things? Can you sell the tins too? Like, where do you keep the rest of your cards then?
Every drawer in this room. Like, I also have this tin full of cards that have been sleeved.
Finally, a tin was opened, but it was the wrong one.
Like, how many actually worth something, like maybe worth than like €1 cards, irrespective of like postage, do you think you own? Do you have enough to like lay on a bed? Could you lay on a bed of cards?
Like surface area? Yeah, I could sew a bunch of Pokemon cards together as a quilt or something. I would never do that, but...
Yeah. Is that all the rares you just showed us there?
Unless they're shiny in some way, I don't have them ordered. So they're just...
Are they just throwing...
random boxes all around the place, mixed in with...
Well, are these boxes just like fucking... Well, like filled to the brim with like fucking...
Okay, I'll give you the tour. It's more fun in person. But, this top shelf is, apart from this... is not cards. The top shelf is just random other stuff. This is a tin full of coins.
Like, are they just filled to the brim?
Oh, you want to look inside some tins?
Yeah, sure. Show us what you got.
You didn't fuck me here. This isn't you, is it?
No.
This isn't you. Is this you?
Oh, no.
It's me!
Is this you?
Yes!
Man, I'm really interested in these Pokemon cards. Just tell me. I need to see the other tins. I was like, show us your rares. I'm like, yes. And you're like, so here's the folder. I'm like, so what about them tins?
You got me talking about shit I like. What the fuck you...
No, it actually was interesting. It actually was interesting to learn about these.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, why did I put Vaseline in this tin? Okay, Leeeg, I wanna hear your heist reversal. How you did it?
It was like 11 or 12. It was one of those times.
Um,
1 sec.
what?
My dad was not hiding you in my house, was he?
Yes, he was. I got there, and your dad came up to me while I was in your room placing it, and he was like, "Hey, he just called me. He's gonna be home in like 10 minutes. You better be quick." And at some point, I was downstairs like drinking water after putting it in your room. I went to the toilet, and then I went out, and he's like, "Okay, he's here. You better get out the back." And I went out the back while you were getting into your house, waiting for your dad to say it's okay to go.
Oh my god!
And then I went when your dad came out, and yeah.
Okay, that's why he was stopping us from going into the room that had like the best visuals for that area of the house where you would be leaving. Oh!
I love it so much.
Was he actually doing that? That's crazy.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Hey, check your pocket. No.
James and I proceeded to make the get-together plans we originally started the call for. A few weeks passed and we all went to that get-together we had planned that very afternoon, during which I picked up an interesting item.
You'll see him soon enough.
Heyo. So, what's about to happen is that I am going to put this Vaseline, which is the original Vaseline. I was inspired by, the Trojan Horse, and I thought it'd be nice if I put it inside this wooden horse and then sealed back over the hole and made it look like there was no hole. Now, to do that, I have a drill.
I was only barely able to create an appropriate hole for the Vaseline. Drilling any further would have pierced the horse's back, but I made it work in the end.
When I was dropped home after that get-together, Dara showed me the Vaseline. I felt secure from this, that I was safe, until just now he showed me the Vaseline on this very call for no apparent reason. What's more strange is that this isn't the original tin. It's the newer curved design that I discovered in my prior research. Hold on. I'm certain the tin he showed me after that get-together was the original. I guess I should still check.
I'm resting easy tonight, boys. Rest easy, dude.
No! It was also a fake. I swear I remember looking at it to make sure, but I must have been way too tired to notice the curve. Could the true Vaseline already be in my possession without my knowing? My instinct is to confront him right now. It could destroy his current plans and leave me more secure for a longer period. But what if there is no plan yet? That's it. This must be a test. In which case, confronting him now could put me at a disadvantage. I can't let him know that his fake Vaseline doesn't fool me.
I went with Leeeg to see Despicable Me at the cinema, and on our walk back to his place, I broke out the Trojan Horse. He didn't seem very suspicious of it initially, but when we arrived at his home, he made a comment suggesting that it'd be so crazy if I put the Vaseline in that horse.
I don't know anything about his plan. Not for certain. But he's in my house, and it's been a month since I got him good. He has to have some kind of plan while he's here.
Liam Owen and I went to a smaller get-together after staying at Liam's place. What he didn't realise was that I had actually left the Trojan Horse in his room, along with some other surprises that would take him quite some time to find.
Just back from being down in Cork with Dara after he stayed in my house beforehand, and he left this horse in my house. This is a horse that Dara has kept on him for a while, and he took it out of his bag and showed it to me, and I thought to myself it would be kind of funny if he did like an actual Trojan horse. And then I heard him drop the horse. It sounded pretty solid, like there was no hollow place you could open up and stick something inside. So because I felt secure about that, I let my guard down and I actually revealed to Dara that I was thinking, man, what if Dara put the thing in the horse? This seems to be the only thing that he left behind in my house, and On closer inspection, the top surface is quite shiny, but the bottom surface seems like it wasn't polished quite like the rest of it. It does have cracks here, and it does look like it has these smudge lines kind of around in kind of a rectangle. If this is really his plan, like, does he expect me to notice this and open it up? Or does he want me to wait like a good while? Why did he show me fake Vaseline? Like, that doesn't necessarily fit into his plan. I suppose he could have put the Vaseline in here a while ago. So last time that he showed it to me on Discord call, the real Vaseline was probably already in this, so he had to show me the fake one.
I thought I could determine if the Vaseline was present using mathematics.
If I knew what this guy weighed beforehand. Oh, if only. Oh, I'm such an idiot not to have taken this random horse in this random place and weighed it beforehand.
I measured the mass and volume of the horse to get its density, but since I didn't know what kind of wood the horse was made of, I wasn't able to compare my calculated density to any hypothetical density. In hindsight, I regret not looking for a more straightforward solution like a metal detector. I was still suspicious, so I brought it up with Dara.
You left an entire fucking horse in your house.
Yeah, he's been feeding and milking him every day.
Milking the horse.
Why are you milking horses?
Oh, no, I can tell you it's not in there. But obviously, I'm me.
By the end of the conversation, I felt confident the Vaseline was not actually in the horse.
Okay, this guy is a very tight fit if so. Yeah. I suppose I could have looked at that and been like, yeah, maybe that's very tight.
Feel free to give it back to me, like, whenever we next touch fingies.
A month passed, we touched fingies, and I returned the horse.
Thank you, sir.
No bother.
Y'all remember that moment in the history books where the Trojans just returned the horse? So yeah, that didn't exactly go to plan, but I still had some extra surprises in store.
I'm walking around my room. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just do my bed. Look up. Do you see it? Do you see it? Let me show you. When did he do it? And how did I not notice this? The entire... Wait, that one has the curved design. That's the exact same design that I have in here. So Dara must have got... Oh! They are slightly different designs, actually. One of them says the amount of grams and it says soothes dry lips. The other one doesn't say the amount of grams. It says helps heal dry lips. Oh, that's really weird. Very clearly he tried to smudge it to, you know, make it look like it actually is the original. But I know that the smudge looked different to that, and that the color of the Vaseline itself looked different to that. It wasn't all crystallized like this as well. And it wasn't up to the level of there, as far as I'm aware.
So Dara, I'm about to reveal something to you. You might have an idea about what it is. And I gotta say, Dara, I'm angry in two ways. Which I will explain momentarily.
I think I know what's coming. It's just right. What? Lee, do you know what he did?
The first anger is, I don't know how long this has been here. The second anger runs much deeper. Dara, I'm about to reveal to you something that I've been keeping from you.
No.
I knew that the Vaseline you've been showing to me isn't the real Vaseline. I knew it before. Do you know how?
How?
Because the design on the new Vaseline that you have is different.
I didn't think you'd notice.
Do you want to know how I noticed?
Because you also did the same.
Yes.
You guys are too good for each other.
That being said, this one is also a curved line, the one that you put behind it. So I am thinking, what the fuck? There is something else out there. This was a fucking dupe. There is a greater game at hand. The color is also different in both of them. Somehow. As well as there's also the dip in it. But I don't know. I feel like this dip is a different dip to the original. I feel like the original went down a little more.
more. This one goes right to the edge.
He's pure detective.
I decided to reveal some more, just to keep him on his toes.
You found a clue. I provide you with another.
On the Amazon listing, they had the original tin lids, but unfortunately they were the curved ones.
Okay.
So you're missing 4.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Could be just a busy boy, you know.
I'd been got, but not in such a way that I could get him back. I just had to sit there for months, not knowing what was coming next. During this time, mind you, we had not met up again.
Hey, can you screen record? I'm gonna do something funny.
I can't screen record. Who do you think I am for?
Sorry, I instinctively said I can't because I wasn't sitting down at my desk and I was like,
Why do you want me to screen record?
I'm gonna do something funny. I have a gag ready. Could you turn back the way you were?
Here?
No, the position you were in when I asked you, because that was epic.
Over there? Okay.
I like that.
What, like this?
Yeah.
With the boys?
Can you read me diary kid, please?
Okay.
I think it'd be cute. The first one.
I've never seen.
What the fuck? Was that just there the whole time? Like even since the avatar thing?
Yeah.
You put one in that looked like this, and like it had 20 grams at the bottom, and then you put one that's like a different design that doesn't have 20 grams at the bottom. You also did the thing where you mixed it up and dyed it and then smudged it again.
Holy shit, Dara, I had no idea that you were going to do such a reveal.
I did not for a second think that was going to be what this was about.
You've never been asleep.
What?
He told us all on the call that Lily was asleep the whole time. I was double bamboozled.
She's never been asleep.
Really?
She's always been awake.
Oh my god.
No.
Fucking Christ.
Oh, I just Vaseline in the movie.
What?
Yeah.
You're building up the Horcruxes right now, and I don't know where it's gonna end up.
Of course, these Horcruxes didn't actually mean anything, and that was the last one. It was about 5 months since the horse was returned to me, and I didn't really know what to do with it. So in January of 2021, I finally spilled the beans. Funny thing though, we messed up the recording.
Do you want to explain to the audience what just happened right now in the last 5 or 10 minutes?
I farted.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Whoa. It's true.
Thanks.
Clip that.
Dara just made a very massive reveal to me. I knew it was coming, and he told me to start recording, but I wasn't recording. So you missed the big reaction. It's the genuine reaction. So now we're going to be faking our reaction.
Liam's gonna fake some reaction.
So I'm just being transparent with you, fully transparent and real with you, that I'm going to be fake right now. Dara, I hear yes.
Liam!
To me.
Liam, I put the Vaseline in the horse.
What?
But you've...
No,
I know.
Way.
It was in the
Part
horse.
of your whole plan the whole time, starting with the reveal over there, and then the reveal in the Wimpy Kid book.
It was part of that plan. I would have you find one of the Vaselines in your room. You would think it was real, but it was fake. Then you would send it to me, reveal it to me on Discord, as you would. At which point, I would then pull out another fake Vaseline and go, you thought that was the real Vaseline? Nah. This is. But the whole time they were both fake, and it was in this fucking horse that you just can't open because I fucking wood glued it back together.
Finally, in September, we agreed to meet up to destroy the horse and decide what should be done with the Vaseline.
So I think it's time to
We used a saw to open the horse.
Were you trying to open this up before?
A little bit. I pictured it with a thing. That's why there's this hole here. And then I also burnt it a little bit with a lighter. Would you like to have a little go on it?
I'd like to have a little go on it, yeah. There we go. Oh shit!
Oh my god, I didn't think that would work.
Bro! This is like the wood shavings mixed together again?
Yes.
Then, okay.
So I took the sawdust, I put wood glue and made kind of like a paper mache paste.
Yeah, unfortunately, along with the horse, we pierced the Vaseline tin.
Yo! You just fucked some just raw sawdust in there as well with it?
Yeah. Savage cut through the Versucht.
You're the one who first popped it open and used it, so I think you should do the honors of actually opening the Vaseline itself. I want you to use the Vaseline one last time.
Okay. I needed this. My lips were very chapped.
Here you go. I don't know what to say. Like, I do have an idea of like how to, you know, of like one more getcha idea or whatever, but I don't know if I really want to do it. In? What do you mean in?
Season 2.
Shut the fuck up. You wanna just get rid of it? Just throw it in the bin. Would that be too shitty? Should we, maybe it needs to be a cliffhanger or something?
I think we can throw it in the bin.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna throw it in the bin.
I'm gonna get rid of it. In season 2.
But then I had another idea.
Would you be okay with like, I saw this in half and we just take a half each?
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
So you'd be okay?
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
So you, so this whole time you never actually cared whether or not you like had this?
No.
It was about whether or not I had this.
Yeah, just the fact that you gave it back, you know.
But you gave it to me in the first place. It was rightfully yours.
I forgot about it the first time.
Oh, that's so weird. Because, like, that's the same motivation I have is, like, I don't care whether or not I have Vaseline. I have 3 tins of Vaseline in my room because you gave me a couple, and I don't care about giving those back.
Sadly, it didn't turn out as smoothly as I'd hoped.
Let's see if they fit together still. This is your bet anyway.
That's my bit. See, I was initially gonna be like, whoa, I get the small bit and Dara gets the big bit. But now I'm like, that looks so much less manageable to
have it. Take it. Wondrous expulsion of Vaseline onto my extremities.
So, Dara, I have a new plan based on what just occurred.
Bin it?
Yeah. I think we're gonna bin it. We're gonna bin it. Yes!
I hold my head in this very stinky bathroom.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's not. It wasn't in focus. We have to retake it. No, we don't. We don't. It's okay. It's okay, dude. Oh no. Oh no.
It was a waste of some perfectly good Vaseline and one of the last tins of its particular design. But I don't know just how far things would have got if this was allowed to continue. You can subscribe if you like, but to be honest, this video is probably the peak of anything I'll ever create, so I'm granting you the freedom to choose whether or not you can subscribe this time. I'm not going to tell you to do anything. I'm not going to judge, buddy.